Hey guys, Dave here from Guitar Zero to Hero, and today I'll be taking a look at the new Lava Me 4 product range from Lava Music, which includes the Lava Me 4 Carbon, as well as the Lava Me 4 Spruce. Now the Lava Me 4 Spruce marks the brand's first introduction of Spruce to their lineup, offering a more classic and traditional tone, together with the same smart features of their HILAVA system. Now if you're not familiar with Lava Music over the last few years, they've been doing some interesting things to introduce new smart features like this touchscreen system and built-in effects like the ones you heard in the intro to their unique looking guitar designs. And this update is kind of an iteration and next step in their evolution to that. So in this video, I'll be chatting about the two new models, showing you how they sound side by side and showcasing a few of the new features and updates to the software, which is a big improvement on the previous software. I'll also take a look at the differences between the Lava Me 3 and the Lava Me 4 later on, and we'll also demo some of the new accessories for the Lava range. So if you want to learn more about these guitars, then be sure to hit the link in the description below. Alright, so now I'll show you some more of the creative aspects on the guitar thanks to the updates on the new HILAVA 2.0 system. Now there's 4 main tabs on the new interface. The first one is the Create tab, so they're definitely pushing this aspect of their system the most in my opinion. Within the Create app, first up is the Loops feature, which is similar to the previous HILAVA 1 system. Basically, you're able to select a beat and then create a multi-layer loop of up to 3 tracks. So let's take a look at that. Now, if for whatever reason you don't like the effect on a loop part that you've recorded, you can actually change it afterwards by adding or removing effects. Next up is the Improvs feature in the Create app. In the Loops app, you could just choose a single drum beat. In the Improvs app, you can now choose from a wide range of pre-made backing tracks to jam with bass, drums, keys, full backing tracks, which is wonderful for developing your improv skills. As the improv track also plays, you'll see the chords too, which obviously helps when it comes to targeting chord tones and those sort of things. So let's take a look. At the time of recording on the Improvs app, there was only maybe, anywhere from 4 to 8 different backing tracks for each genre. But hopefully, and I'm pretty sure they will be adding more and more of these to the guitar in the future. Now, if you want, you can record one playthrough of the chord progression and then send it out to get a response from other Lava players, which takes us to the Respond Improvs app. So here you can see recorded improvs from other Lava users and then reply to them with your own improv. So they're really trying to, encourage a community aspect here. So that's pretty much it for the Create app. Moving on to the second tab here is the Learn app, which is another new feature to the HILAVA 2.0 system. So here you can browse through heaps of tabs to learn from, and they're categorized by different techniques or genres. So if you're looking for some ideas, inspiration, or some exercises to improve your chops, it's not a bad place to look. If you don't want to stare down on your guitar screen, you can also follow along to the exact same thing via your smartphone. Now, the final big update to the app is the addition of a live drum machine that you can control in real time. So first select your drum kit, and then you'll have the option of selecting from 3 beats. And you can swap between the 3 different drum beats without losing time. So it's a smooth transition between beats. The break button is used if you want to add a fill. And finally, if you're drawing to the end of your jam, you just tap the ending button to hear a nice fill to finish the jam. This can all be controlled on the screen, but of course it's much simpler to do this hands-free if you're playing the guitar at the same time. So that's where Lava's new pedals come into play. First is their live drums pedal, which controls the exact same 8 buttons that you saw on the screen interface. Now the second pedal here is an effect pedal, so you can change the effects on the fly, and the bottom 3 buttons here let you toggle between the 3 effects in each bank that you've saved, and the top 2 buttons here can cycle through the different banks. You can use these 2 pedals individually if you want, or you can use them together like that, but they are sold separately at an additional cost to the guitar. So those are the main updates to the HILAVA 2.0 system, which should keep players busy for a while. Okay, let's quickly talk specs. Now, while both guitars in the Lava Me 4 range share a lot of features like the 3.5-inch HILAVA touchscreen interface, the material is the main thing that sets them apart. So the Lava Me 4 Carbon features a carbon fiber composite body, meaning that it should be more resilient and durable than its wooden counterparts, whilst giving it, quite a space age contemporary look. When you hold it, it does feel like an expensive piece of tech. On the other hand, the Lava Me 4 Spruce offers a more traditional acoustic feel with its spruce wood top and HPL high pressure laminate back and sides. Now, other differences include a bigger battery capacity on the Carbon unit, more storage capacity on the Carbon, a faster processor on the Carbon unit, and a stronger free boost system on the Carbon unit, which is the inbuilt speaker system that provides the sound and effects. The Carbon comes in a 36-inch and 38-inch model, and the Spruce just comes in a 36-inch model. The Spruce model also isn't plecked, so you should expect to find a more accurate intonation and setup on the Carbon model. So as noted earlier, one of the most obvious and biggest features of this guitar is that you get inbuilt effects on the unit with no requirement for any external pedals or amps, and this can be a lot of fun to play with. So unplugged, you can hear these effects coming out of the guitar with what they call the Lava Free Boost system. Let's take a listen to some of the pre-made effects completely unplugged, as well as plugged into a DI, which is what you'd hear if you're performing live with this guitar through a PA system. Now, as you can hear, there is a big difference between unplugged and plugged. When plugged in, you're not getting as much of the mix of how the guitar actually sounds acoustically. So it is more of a raw DI processed sort of sound. All right, next let's talk about the differences between the Lava Me 3 and the Lava Me 4. Well, first off is the addition of the new Lava Me 4 Spruce model into that 4 range. But putting that aside, how does the Carbon model actually differ to the previous one? Now, the main difference is the addition of a fully adjustable truss rod to the Lava Me 4 Carbon. This is great for those who perhaps want to be a bit more particular with how they like their action and setup on the guitar. Now, the only other difference is a slightly upgraded processor on the Lava Me 4 and a slightly upgraded free boost speaker system on the 4. Other than that, the form factor, the guitar, everything else is pretty much identical. And the awesome thing though, if you have a Lava Me 3, is that the new HILAVA 2.0 system works with that as well. The updates are across their whole range. It's not just for the new Lava Me 4 range. So that pretty much wraps up the features of the new Lava Me 4 range. What did you guys think? Now, if we're comparing the Carbon versus the Spruce, I think for those who are craving a more traditional sound with the modern capabilities of this HILAVA system, I think the Spruce is a winner. If you lean more towards, something that's more contemporary, slick design, something a bit more techie, then I think the Carbon might be more to your liking. Personally, I prefer the Spruce. It's a little more of what I'm used to. The feel and the sound of the Spruce top, I'm just used to that. I think it sounds more natural. I really like it. Having said that, the Carbon model does have some charm to it too. The space age look, the really matte feel of the neck, it's quite unique and it feels really clean in the hand. It has better sustain too, the Carbon models. I had a lot of fun with the improv tracks, and I think the LiveDrums feature is great for, getting a good groove on and messing around with some song ideas if you've got a riff or something like that. Now, while both guitars can be played unplugged with the free boost system, plugging into an amp or a PA really does clarify the jam tracks and the loop tracks. With the unplugged free boost system, it can sometimes, depending on the effects that you're using, get a little muddy, especially if you start recording more than 2 tracks on the loop and you start pushing the volumes to the limits, it can get a little muddy. When unplugged, just using the free boost system on the Carbon model, I felt that it could sound a little artificial or metallic sometimes as well. So if you're really pedantic about having smooth, natural tone, it can be a little jarring, and that's where I think the Spruce sounds a lot nicer. Another thing to note is that to access all the skills, the backing tracks and the loops, you will need to be connected to a Wi-Fi connection. You can save your favorites though for offline use. On top of that, to use and activate the guitar, you will also need to create a free user account via the Lava Plus app on a smartphone. You can't just pull this guitar out of the box and immediately start playing with the features without first registering the guitar into an account. So having mentioned those points, are these guitars for everyone? Well, similar to my thoughts on the Lava Me 3 review, no, I don't think so. I think some will like it, some won't. For the tech-savvy musicians looking for, creative inspiration and a way to push their musical creativity, I think these guitars are a treasure and you will have a lot of fun. But if deep diving into menus or tech-heavy systems isn't your jam, then you might want to weigh up your options on something a little more traditional. You can have plenty of fun with this guitar and its features, but if tech isn't your thing and you have no patience experimenting with new things, then you might equally get frustrated with this too. With constantly new software updates, it's certainly always improving, but with any tech product, it has its bugs from time to time as well. As for things I'd like to see, I'd be thrilled if in future iterations, they'd allow users to upload their own tabs or their own notes so that they could follow along to songs that they want on the screen. It'd be really handy, if you're playing a live gig, you're playing 50 songs in a set and you just need to remember, the quick chord progression here or there in this particular song. You could just scroll and find it there on the spot. I think that would be handy. I think it would also be great if there was a quicker and easier way of adjusting the mix level between the guitar and the backing tracks, as I found that, the mix unplugged can be wildly different than the mix when it's plugged into a PA system. Finally, Lava also have an entry-level model called the Lava Me Play, which is much more affordable. I'll take a look at that in another video, which I'll link below. Thanks for watching through this review with me. If you want to learn more, then be sure to hit the link in the description below. I'd love if you guys share your thoughts and comments below. And if this deep dive helped, then please leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.